Hey guys, welcome to the Whimsical Workshop. In this video, I'm going to share my 5 steps on how I pack for a creative retreat. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm getting ready to walk out the door. I'm heading to a quilting retreat up in the mountains, and I want to share with you my 5 steps to pack for a trip. I'm going to talk about both this trip and a trip next week where I will be flying across the country versus this one where I'll be driving, and how I deal with each one. So for my top 5 steps, the first step is to ask yourself these questions. How long will you be gone? How much of that time are you going to have to be creative? And how much room do I have to pack? Once you have the answers to those 3 questions, you can go on and figure out the rest of it. So what I mean by these questions is, how long will I be gone? I'm going to be going on a quilting retreat for 4 days, 3.5 of which are creative time that I get to fill and do whatever I want. And then a half day is just travel and stuff. Now, am I going to be quilting for 24 hours straight? No. I want to make sure that when I'm saying I have 3.5 days, that I'm allotting time to relax, time to do things, time to visit with people. So I don't want to pack 24 hours of creativity in there, but I want to know at least I have 3 days. That's the answer to question number 1 for that one. Question number 2 is, how long do I have to be creative? As much time as I want in those 3 days. And question number 3 is, how much room do I have to pack? In this case, I'll be driving to the mountains with a friend, so I have technically a half a car that I could fill with my entire studio. That's where overpacking can become very dangerous. But we're going to deal with that with our other steps. So next week's trip involves a flight across the country, and I'll be in New York, but it also has family and other events, and I'll be gone 6 days, but I may only have a day of creative time if you were looking at for hours. I know I'll be wanting to do something on a plane, so that's going to pick the type of project I'm picking. I know I'm going to be sitting in airports. Small, travel-friendly projects are going to be my go-to for next week. And I'm flying on a plane, which means I have to worry about my luggage, the weight, what can get through security. So packing for that trip will be very different than packing for this trip. So once you have your 3 answers, the next thing you want to do is to outline the days or the hours that you have for creative time. Now in this case, I have a lot of time. So on a cheat sheet, I literally wrote half day, full day, full day, full day. I now know I need to find projects to fill that time that I want to work on for this trip. So step number 2 is to outline the amount of time you're going to have. Now, for next week, I'm not going to create an outline. Next week, I know I'm only going to take 1 or 2 projects, so I don't have to do that step. But for big retreats, it's better to block out your time, especially if you've got classes and lectures and other things going on that event. You want to make sure that you have those on the list where they go on your trip. Number 3 is to list all of the projects that you would love to bring with you. Now, if you're doing a retreat with classes and lectures, the projects are already picked for you. If you're doing like I'm doing, a free-form retreat, I have to fill all my time and I have to decide which projects I want. Now, I'm a little OCD. I have a list of client projects I need to sew and my own projects. I keep a running list of my projects all the time. Some of you may keep journals, project journals, to keep track of projects that you want to do or have halfway, your UFOs, or your works in progress. But I have my 2 lists of projects, and then I sit down with my 2 lists of projects and my outline of my time, and I kind of move the projects I want to take over to this list. So now on this list, I have the days I can play and the projects I'm going to work on. Now, that takes care of step 3. Now, at this point, what I do is I pull those projects. If they're brand new projects, I may cut them here instead of on the road. If they're just a project don't have any prep work here, I will go through the pattern and make a list of anything else I might need. If it's a bag, it might need a zipper, it might need a snap, it might need interfacing. If it's a quilt, you may need a special kind of thread, or if it's applique, you definitely need your thread and your different feet for applique. So what I do from this list is pull those projects and I pack them first and create a list of needs, which is my step number 4. Create the list of tools and needs that you have to take on this trip. So for me, I'm going to be doing machine sewing, hand sewing. I'm going to bring my cross stitch. I have some crochet. What else did I pack? And I brought some sketching. So I have a variety of types of crafts that I am taking with me. So what do I need for those? I need things like my sewing machine. I need crochet hooks. I need my cross stitch flosses, and I need a hoop, and I need that kind of stuff. So you get the idea. So then once I make my list, this is what it kind of looks like. So I have sewing machine. Well, not only do I need my sewing machine, I need my foot pedal. I need the stuff to clean the machine. I need the tools, the feet and the accessories. Again, that goes back to project specific. Do you need a zipper foot? Do you need an open toe foot? Do you need a walking foot? That's why I like to do the projects first, so I know which feet I need to pull for my project. I know I need my acrylic table, and mostly I need a power cord to plug in my machine. There's nothing worse than getting to the retreat and not having your foot pedal or power cord. I've never done that. Anyway, I have cutting and pressing, the things I need for that. I have my go bag. Now, if you don't know what the go bag is, I have done a full video on what's in my go bag, what it is, and why I have it. I will drag this monster over here. This is it. This is a lovely Yazzii Crafter's Companion Bag, and in here I keep everything I need. So it has all these, let me see here, let me get it opened. So in here it has all the vinyl pages, and these are all the tools that I need. There's my rotary cutters, my scissors, my tools. And then in here I'll also have, hopefully, I think they're, oh no, they're right here. I have my threads, I have wonder clips, tape measure. These are all things I need pretty much every time I take my machine quilting. I even have my little travel iron in the back. And so this I keep packed all the time, so when I go I just can grab the bag and go. Now on a quilting retreat like this, I will crack this open, make sure I have all the threads I still need. I didn't use any of the disposables up on my last trip and not replace them. I also make sure I didn't take anything out of here and forgot to put it back in. So this is the go bag. We are giving away one of these bags minus the embroidery. This is mine. I just added it on to embellish it. Yazzii has sent me Crafter Companion Bag just for you. It's purple, just like mine. And this is a $130 value. We will be giving one of these away. So I shot this video a few weeks ago and didn't give you the dates for the actual Yazzii Bag giveaway. The giveaway will be running from October 15th to October 31st. I will then pick the winner on the 1st of November and send an email to that person, and if they let me, I will post it to let you know who won the bag. So make sure you follow the links below to enter and win. You can have other chances to win following us on Instagram, on Facebook, and through our email newsletter. So make sure you join in to all the fun to follow along and see what we're up to every day in this crazy world. And I thank you for watching. Now back to the video. But if you don't want to wait for the drawing, or you just want one right now, we are so excited to announce we're carrying these on our website. We are now selling Yazzii bags. That information will be below as well. Small commercial thrown in here. So once I have my go bag checked, I have my sewing machine packed and all of my cutting stuff, I also want to think about other things I need to take. Like on this one, we need to take snacks, alcohol if you want something to drink, towel, and like we give goodie bags to all our friends. I want to make sure I have all that packed. That is all on my list. So what you could do is you could make this list once and make a checklist that you can print off, and you can mark it off as you pack it each time. I go twice a year. I should have it. I don't have it. It's a great idea. I might have to do that. So once I have all of that done, now I've got all my projects packed and I have all my tools packed. And that was step number 5, is to pull it all together and be ready to go. Now, does this keep you from overpacking? Probably not, because if you're like me, I'm like, oh, I want to do this, but I also want to do that, and I might do this. I don't know how many of these projects I will actually get done up there, but I do have enough to keep me entertained. So that is how I pack and get ready for my retreat. I am literally packed and walking out the door in 30 minutes. I can't wait to get up there and start having some fun. But I hope these tips help you the next time you need to pack for something creative. Make sure you leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Share your tips and tricks with me as well as all of our viewers. And make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time we drop a video. And so until next time, have a great day.